to this lecture. In this lecture, we will continue the discussion on data types in Python. In this lecture, we will discuss set, none, and mappings. And after discussing these slides, we will have demonstration of the concepts discussed in this video. Let's start with set. Set is an unordered collection of items separated by commas, and all items are enclosed in curly braces. Unordered collection means the element of set are not ordered according to index from 0 to n-1. So unlike sequences, we cannot access the element of set and we cannot update the set element of set once the set has been created. One more point about set is it cannot have duplicate entries, and if you will try to assign duplicate entries, it will remove all these duplicate entries and it will show only unique entries of the set. For example, I have created a one variable set1, and in this variable I have assigned numbers separated by commas and I have kept them in curly braces. So it is a set, and you can notice here I have also tried to assign duplicate entries, but it is showing unique entries of the set. Like sequences, we can also have a string type of data values in set, and we can also have the mixed type of data values in set. None is an special data type with single value, which represent no value, nothing, and non-existence. It is used to define null value or no value at all. It is not same as false or zero. For example, I have created a one variable my_var. In this variable, I have assigned none, and then I have checked the type of this variable. It is showing none type, and I have also tried to print the value of this variable, and it is not printing any value. It is just a cursor which is blinking after prompt. One more point about none is that it does not support any operation like arithmetic operation or logical or relational operation. Mapping is also one of the data type in Python, which is an unordered data type in Python. Currently, there is only one standard mapping data type in Python called dictionary. Dictionary in Python holds data items in key value pair. So means it is directly related to unordered data. Means we cannot index the element of the dictionary according to indexing from 0 to n-1. So this key will help us to access the element of the dictionary or values of the dictionary. Items in dictionary are enclosed in curly braces, and every key is separated from its value using colon sign. For example, in this example, I have created a one variable student info, and I have kept key value pair separated by comma under curly braces. So you can see here, first we are keeping key, and then we are keeping colon, and after colon we are keeping value. And likewise, I have kept other key value pairs, and I have printed the value of this dictionary, and it is showing the complete dictionary. In this first example, I have kept the string type values as a key. We can also have numerical keys in dictionary. It is allowed. Let's move to the demonstration part of let's start with set. If you want to create set, first you have to keep here the name of the variable, and then assignment operator, and after assignment operator you can keep the data value separated by comma and enclosed in curly braces. So I will take curly braces, and in this curly braces I will keep here data values, and this is my set. And if you want to check the type of this variable, you can pass to the built-in function type, and it's showing it is a set type variable. And if you want to see the duplicate entries in the set, and if you will assign, it will remove. You can check here. So I am having duplicate entries in this set, and I will check whether it is accepting the duplicate entries or not. So I will print the value of this variable, and it is showing only unique entries of this set. As I discussed in the slide, we cannot access the element of the set because it is not ordered according to indexing from 0 to n minus 1. So if you will try to access, so it will not allow because it is unordered collection of data values. So you can see here set 2 and I am keeping here square bracket, and in this I want to access the first element of this set. So I will keep here 0. Then it will not allow, it will show error. So it is not allowed to access the element of the set. So normally some audience will ask me why we require set if we are not able to access the element of the set. So actually I will show the simple example and it will clear your doubt about set. So I will take one string, and in this string I will keep here duplicate characters, and I want to see here only unique characters of this string. So if you want to see the unique character of this string, you can take set. That will help you to see the unique character of this string. So first you have to convert this string type into a set, and then you will be able to print the unique character of this string. So I will take here set 3, and in this set I will take a set function. Set function is a built-in function in Python that will convert your string into a set. So I will pass a string name, and then I will be able to see the unique character of this string because set can accept only unique entries. So you can see here CBNA. These are the unique character of the string. So this is a very simple example that I have shown here. You can also see more example on Google. You can search. But likewise, we can use the set in our program to see the unique characters of or unique element of sequences like a string, tuple, and list. Let's discuss none. Let's have a none data type, and in slide I have discussed that none is an special data type with single value, and that represent nothing, no value, and non-existent value. So if you want to take my var, this is the variable name, and I will assign none, which is a keyword in Python, and I will enter, it will execute. And you can see here the type of this variable, and it will show none type. And if you want to print the value of this variable, then it will not print any value because it is a null value. It will not show any value. So it is not showing any value. So means it is a null value. And it is a very normal question that comes in our mind. Why we require none if it is not having the value or not presenting any value? Actually, sometimes it happens if we are writing a program, and in that case we require one variable, but we are not sure what kind of value we have to keep in this variable. But we want to keep here this variable for the remembering purpose. So we can assign none. And later on, if we are sure that this type of variable or we require here, so you can remove none and you can keep that value here. So this is the use of none type of data type in Python or in program. Let's discuss mapping data type. Let's have mapping. Mapping is an unordered collection of data values, or in Python only we have dictionary, which is a mapping data type. We map key with values. So if you want to create a mapping or dictionary in Python, you can take a variable name dictionary and dic I am keeping here, and you can take a data values, means key value pair separated by comma, and you can enclose them into curly braces. And I will take curly braces and I will keep here key SID, and then I will keep here colon that will separate your key and value, and then I will keep here data value, and then I will take next key, and then I will take colon, and then I will keep here next value. Then I will take next key, which is city, Then I will keep here daily. So this is my dictionary. I can execute, and if you want to see the type of this variable, you can take a type function and you can pass the name of this variable, and it is showing it is a dictionary type variable. And if you want to keep here numerical keys, in the first example you can see here I am taking string type keys in this dictionary. So if you want to take numerical type keys, you can take, it is allowed in Python. Now let's discuss about the accessing method. So if you want to access the element of the dictionary, it is allowed. You can access with the help of the key. You cannot access the element based on the indexing. As I told, it is an unordered data type. So if you want to access, you can keep here the name of the variable, and you can keep here square bracket, and in a square bracket you can keep the your key SID. So it is showing a student ID 1 2 3 4 5. If you want to see the name, then you can keep here name key, and you can see the name of your or value at that key. Now we can also take one more dictionary that will have the keys, numerical keys. So I will take curly braces and I will keep here 1 and then A, 2, then B, 3 and then C. So this is my dictionary where we are having only numerical keys. So you can, if you want to access numerical, if you want to access the value based on the numerical key, you can assign only 1 and then it will show A. If you will keep here 2, then it will show B. So likewise, we can access the element of the dictionary. It is very simple, and the use of the dictionary is that if you want to access the element based on our requirement, based on our defined index, so you can use your dictionary type of data values or data types in your program. So I hope you have understood the concept of set, none and dictionary, and again we will come with a new lecture. In this lecture we will discuss the type of the data types like mutable and immutable data types. Thank you for watching video. Please subscribe channel for more videos. If you have any query, you can keep in comment box.